Hello friends, I am Jeyan. This is our channel Jeyan Social. Today our topic is India's foreign policy priorities 2021. What are the challenges and opportunities which are ahead with India? Is India's converging relationship with US is weakening the relationship with Russia? What kind of strategies we need to adopt with our rivals like China and Pakistan, and what kind of approach we need to take forward to have a good friendship with our neighbors? And the equation in the Middle East also changing, then how we can approach with the Iran. So these are all the things we are going to see in this video one by one. Like any other countries in the world, India also has a foreign policy to focus on to boost Indian economy, to have a defense and technology cooperation for national security and economic development of the country, to have a good friendship with the other countries, to influence other countries in the world, and many more purposes. Now let me look into the list of challenges which are ahead with India. While the global economy is in great struggle, particularly many top countries, economic growth is in negative direction, but the only big country which has positive economic growth is China. China recently have an investment agreement with the European Union, that is European Union China Comprehensive Agreement on Investment, which shows that after China, the COVID-19 pandemic, which was spread from the China, the global world looked like isolating the China. But after China had this kind of agreement with the European, which shows that this kind of strategy of isolating China is like an illusion. And again, China has aligned with Russia after Russia encroached Crimea in 2014. Because Russia faced with a huge sanction from European Union as well as America. So it is quite natural for the US rivals aligned together. Because China also faced a huge trade war with the US. The ripples of these trade wars also felt by many countries across the globe due to globalization. And again, China recently has launched its third aircraft carrier in the Indo-Pacific region in 2021. So it shows that China and India rivalry not going to end, at least in the near future, regarding to the Ladakh issue or many more issues. Recently, China has an aggressive action in South China Sea, which has threatened the security of Southeast Asian countries, and its claim is also against the International Court of Justice judgment. China has also created an artificial island in the South China Sea to enhance its defense. To tackle China's aggression in Indo-Pacific region, the US, India, Australia and Japan have created Quad, which is to provide safety and security in the Indo-Pacific regions. At the same time, India's closeness towards the US also widening the gap between India and Russia, India and Iran. Now the equation in the Middle East also changing. After US brokered rapprochement between Israel and 4 Arab countries, that is UAE, Morocco, Sudan and Bahrain. Now the rivalry between Israel and Iran, Saudi Arabia and Iran is widening. Iran is also enriching uranium for nuclear missile development because Iran has faced huge economic sanctions from the US as well as the European Union countries. So now Iran is threatening the world by developing nuclear arms. And again, India already have a Sabaga port which is in the Iran, which is India is developing. But in recent time, because of threat from US to India to avoid buying crude oil from Iran. So Iran now focusing on to developing the Sabaga port project related activities, and for that purpose it moves towards China. China already have a plan of developing port around India in Indian Ocean, particularly the Gwadar port in Pakistan, then Kambandota port in Sri Lanka, then ports in Myanmar and Bangladesh in the name of String of Pearls. India's ties with its neighbors also weakening over a period. After India has a partition of Jammu and Kashmir into Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh to Union territories, India has released its new map, but Nepal showed its objection regarding India's new map because Nepal claimed that Kalabani region is part of Nepal, but actually the new India map included Kalabani region. But India says Kalabani is part of Indian territory. And also Pakistan, followed by the incident, released Pakistan new map, which included part of Rajasthan, Gujarat, and also the entire region of Kashmir as Pakistan territory in their new map. India has issued Bangladesh regarding National Register of Citizen Migrant Labor, taste of water sharing. India has issued with Sri Lanka regarding fishermen, Kachatiu issue. And India now looking like isolating itself from NAM, SARC and RCEP. Though India is one of the founding member of NAM, that is non-alignment movement, which was formed after Second World War during the peak of Cold War. That is the whole world is aligned into two blocks, either with the US or the Soviet Union. So the NAM took middle path between the Soviet Union bloc as well as US bloc, and also NAM played a major role of convincing these two blocks not fight for each other and also give his voice for the poor countries to get independence. Even during the period of non-alignment movement, India has a Soviet Union India friendship agreement for 20 years in 1971. So that agreement ended in 1991 because Pakistan aligned towards China as well as the US. So in order to protect India, India took that decision. But in recent times, because most of the countries either to be part of any regional group or part of globalization, so the importance of non-alignment movement is over a period reduced, because nowadays because of globalization every country is directly or indirectly aligned with other country or depend on other country for their economic development. Then SARC, that is South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation, which was formed to have better development strategies and cooperation among South Asian nations. But in recent times, because of terrorism threat from Pakistan, India strongly told to the Pakistan that until Pakistan stop, India never engaged with Pakistan for talk. In recently, India also get rid of from RCEP agreement. The RCEP is the world's largest trading bloc, which includes 16 countries, including India, China, Australia, New Zealand, South Korea, Japan, and 10 Southeast Asian countries. But because of concern about the farmers as well as small, micro and medium industries, India didn't part of this agreement. Now let me see how to convert these challenges into opportunities. As India has neighbors first policy, so India must give priority to solve its issue with its neighbors. India can use vaccine diplomacy because India is the world pharmacy. India is producing more than 62% of general vaccine to the world. So now recently India is also producing Covaxin and Covishield vaccine against SARS-CoV-2 virus. So India can give this vaccine to our neighbors at free of cost or at low prices to have good relationship with our neighbor. India must continue its support with the Quad, that is US, Japan, Australia, and also India must encourage to have Indo-Pacific Ocean strategy to UK, Germany and France. India has selected 8 times non-permanent member of UN Security Council. So to be a global leader, India must focus on to raise international issues instead of focusing on to isolate Pakistan in the international arena. For instance, India can raise issue that is regarding to rivalry between Iran, Israel, Iran, Saudi Arabia, migrant crisis, particularly Rohingya issue between Myanmar and Thailand, Chinese aggression in Hong Kong, Taiwan and against Uyghur Muslim. Then also India tried to bring the International Convention Against Terrorism in the UN Security Council. India need to maintain good relations with the US because about 3 crore Indian diaspora is living in the US. India need to solve the issue with the US regarding visa and trade. At the same time, India need to also maintain good relations with the Russia because the trust between India and Russia is tested for a long time. A recent report has predicted that India will be the third largest economy by 2030. So by focusing on our priorities in our international relations and economic boost through Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan and many more cooperation with the other countries to reach its targets very soon. Okay friends, what do you think about this video? Do you have any other better strategy India need to adopt to have better international relationship and boost our economy? Give your opinion in the comment section. We shall meet again in our next discussion. Until then, take care. Love you all. Bye bye.